Well, what is up, Crazy X? Welcome to our first TV Thursday series. This is, of course, the second episode I'm filming. We're going to kind of be talking about more specifically about certain television shows in the series. So we'll do multiple videos. Today we're going to be talking about last night's episode of The Challenge. Of course, I always get asked about the shirts. It is October, so I figured little Camp Crystal Lake. Hey, it's me. It's a Jason. So on tonight's episode of The Challenge, the vet war has officially began. In the past, they've been choosing just like the rookies and going through rookie teams or rookie vet teams. But the goal was never to just put a vet in the elimination. But now all the teams are set up where it's got a rookie vet. So in the tribal, the Tribune, I think they call it, you had to select a vet to go into the challenge. And this all was set up by Priscilla stealing Ashley's partner, which then Ashley was the only one that was set up on a vet, I think. Like they were both vets on her team. So this, after last week's episode, Priscilla stole her partner, forcing her to be paired with a rookie. All right. Right now where we're at is that we're left with 10 teams of 2 people. So we have 20 players. Every team is divided into 2, a guy and a girl on each team. My faves on the show, I believe it's pretty much been, there's been other people that have been eliminated that I kind of liked, some of the rookies. But for the most part, you know, on the guys' team, I've always been a big fan of CT. So CT's my guy in this one. Another guy that I like is Devin. He's kind of reminds me a little bit of a Wes, that very mechanical, very like thinking, analyzing, playing those head game types scenarios. Of course, he's always going after Johnny Bananas, which I don't like. You know, I'm a Banana fan, but Banana's not in the challenge right now. Can't wait to see him come back. I don't necessarily think he will come back. Just like another guy I would love to see him back. Probably not going to happen. Although I think he's just became too awesome. Mike Mazinin. No, there's a lot of people I'd love to see come back in here. What was it? I believe it was Mr. Perfect, Kenny. I would love to see Kenny come back. If he has like an Italian last name. I know I'd butcher that if I even try to say it. Or was it Mr. Wonderful? Kenny. I don't quite remember. It was he had one of those. He may have, who knows, he may have had both of them. Anyways, going back into this season of the challenge, as far as the girl teams, probably going with Tori and Nani. And actually, in the challenge this week, it is won by Logan, who's a rookie, and his partner Nani. So if you're not familiar with the challenge, you have a challenge on the episode, and the winners make up a group that's safe. So these 2 cannot be voted in. Now, it will usually change throughout the season, but the way things are going with this season is you have one team that's safe of 2 people, and all the other ones, so in this situation right now, we have 10 teams, so the other 9 teams are going to have a meeting, and you have the winners sitting up here listening in, and they're going to pick one team to go into elimination. So they debate, they say who should go in. On this week's episode, it was Corey and Botana, or the 2 that were selected. And then we get to the elimination, and at the elimination, the winner of the challenge earlier will now select 2 people to go into elimination. Now, the twist this year is who they select, they don't have to be a team. So I can pick somebody from that team, and I can pick someone from that team. Of course, it would still have to be a guy-girl, but they don't have to be a team. So, I mean, technically, they could then pick 2 rookies and put in 2 rookies So in theory, only one vet would be in there. And that's kind of what they had been doing, but not this season. Not this week, I should say. They chose rookie Jeremiah and Amber, who is a vet. They were the second team to face Corey and Batana. I'm trying to recall. So you had in the elimination kind of like a triangle, and you had to walk across this triangle with these big wooden plank puzzles, kind of like a 2x4, where you have an image that's been painted on it, but then you pull out the 2x4s and you mix them all up so they're not in order. So you have to cross, like you have two platforms, and then you have these triangular poles, one on each side. So one for this team and one for that team. And you had to cross these triangular poles to get to the other side where the puzzle is. So you actually start on the ground, you climb up, but you have to grab your puzzle pieces. So you grab your puzzle piece, climb up this to get onto the first ledge. Then you're going to cross that triangular pole with your partner and your puzzle pieces, and then you get to the other side where you'd have the puzzle box that you would then drop the 2x4s in. I've probably way over explained this and probably got everybody confused, don't I? So, long story short, Jeremiah and Amber were killing this. Amber would get like really low, and Jeremiah would use her weight, like would kind of be pulling him over to kind of help get them across. Because like at first, no one's crossing these poles, but they were doing this. They did really well, and Corey and Batana just could not figure a way to get across. But then all of a sudden, Corey and Batana figured out a way, and they made it across, and passed. I believe that Amber and Jeremiah were down to like their last puzzle pieces, but they just could not get back across that walkway. So Corey and Batana actually did pick up the win, sending home Jeremiah and Amber. TJ then rejoins. He kind of at the end of the challenge, says the goodbye to the two teams that are the two players that are eliminated. And this season, when you win an elimination, you get the choice to either remain with your partner or choose a new partner. And they're both getting ready to choose their new partners when TJ then tells them to rejoin the group. So something has changed. Is this now becoming an individual game? We're going to have to wait till next week to find out. That's where they kind of end it. Everyone's like, wait, what's going on? And TJ reminds us, don't assume in this game. Never assume in this game. All right, that is it for this week for the challenge. Challenge does air on MTV if you want to check that out. Originally, it took people from the real world, and they would compete against people from Road Rules. Now you've just got, it's like people from all over. We had people from Survivor, Big Brother, Temptation Island now, Are You the One? We have people from Survivor from other countries that aren't even aired over here. I'd say about half the team is international now. But yeah, if you want to check this out, if you did watch The Real World, if you did watch Road Rules, it's a lot of people love the show. So if it is something you're interested in, check it out. MTV, it airs on Wednesdays. That is it for today. Stay crazy, my friends. We'll see you back here tomorrow.